watching You Matters Happy Hour.
With myself, Scott Jones, and of course, the beautiful Andy Leake. How we doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm really good, mate. How are you?
I'm good. I love that I introduced you as the beautiful Andy Leake, and your first go-to was...
Yeah. To be fair, it's I haven't had that introduction for ever. Ever is the word I was looking for there, mate. It's a brand new introduction. Beautiful.
That's what I like to bring to the show, mate. I like to keep it fresh.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I feel up there with Beyonce and Pink now. To be honest, mate.
I'd put you above them.
To be honest, I mean, I'll say that to Beyonce when she's round hoovering. Back off, girl. Back off. I've got a spag bowl to make for one. Get out of it. Yeah, I do. Yeah. If you like it. Yeah.
The ring on it.
Yeah.
But we've had a bit slow in the comments today, but we've got Jennifer who's joining us. Says, hi guys, hope you're okay. Hello, Jennifer. Thank you again for joining us. And for anyone that is joining us, put your comments in so we can see who you are.
How are you, Scott? Because I never ask how you are. I'm a bit like selfish like that. And you always ask how I am, and I never ever say, how are you, mate? So how are you? How's your week been?
I'm good, thanks. I had noticed that, but I didn't want to pick up on it.
I'm selfish. I'm a lockdown hero, and I don't have to speak to people unless it's through my agent.
That is true. A big man around town.
I'm the main man around town, yeah. So how's your week, mate? Tell us about your week.
It was pretty box standard week. It was had the students coming back to the college for the first time, so it was quite busy, but pretty good. Not a bad weekend. Went for a walk
Nice.
around Haircut Woods.
Nice.
Made some Yorkshire puddings. That was a good highlight. I take a lot of pride in my Yorkshire puddings.
Did you just have anything with them, or was it just some Yorkshire puddings?
I just cook Yorkshire puddings. That's it. Just no. We have responsibilities. My responsibility is Yorkshire puddings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big responsibility, mate. That's a massive responsibility, especially if you're having chili con carne or something like that. It's a massive responsibility. How many do you make the big ones, or do you make the little? Or do you make big ones?
I do make the big ones. I might be able to get you a picture of my. I did take some pride and take some photos. So I'll try and get those. Yeah,
let's have a look at your giant. I remember back in the day, years and years ago, 20 plus years, when my kids were little. Back in 15 plus years ago, I should say, used to go to the viaduct on a Sunday lunch. When I had the kids, I'd take them down to the viaduct and have the bird in hand in Stairport did it as well. You could have the Yorkshire pud with the dinner in it. It was like the size of it. Yeah, smashing. We've got, while you're looking at the picture, we've got Lou Smith. Good evening, Lou. I know Lou walks around Haircut Woods as well. Face is on town. All right, Face. Lee Whitehouse. A question for everybody there, Lee. Evening, Lee. Hope you are well, my man. Hope you are well. Saw your post the other day, mate, and wishing you all the best. Here's a question for you. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Lee Whitehouse throwing that out to us all there. Is a hot dog a sandwich? RWS, glad she hasn't missed the big reveal. It is a biggie. Face is saying that. Face is coming out with an immediate answer. In the same minute you ask the question, Lee, Face is coming out with a catastrophic no, double exclamation mark as well. No, it is not a sandwich.
I agree with Face there. I don't think it's a sandwich.
Okay, so again, I've never really thought about it, but I don't think it's a sandwich either. I'm going, it's not a sandwich. But what is it if it's not? Is it a hot dog? Because if you didn't have the sausage in there and had, I don't know, a slice of, like a Subway slice of ham thing, and you did your bap or your baguette or whatever that way up like a hot dog, does it become a sandwich subject to filling, or is it a sandwich for the way it closes? It's a question, Lee. It's a bloody question that's got me thinking. That's what it's done, Lee. It's meat between bread. Yeah, see, where does the sandwich, is it top bottom? Does it become a sandwich if it's not a sausage? Well, Lee, I'm with you on this one, mate. You've really got some, this could be a NASA job. Lee Whitehouse, Jennifer Ball, Jenny, I think we can call her, can't we? She's on with Lee that it is a sandwich. It's meat between bread. RWS is saying no. Lee White is saying no. A sandwich is two slices of bread and a filling. Face is saying a sandwich A sandwich is bread and stuff in the middle. So where are we going with this? If you take the sausage out and put meat in, what's it then called? What if you put like rolls of ham in, I should say, before anyone picks up that sausage is meat? Mate, you've got, look at this. It's emotion in here, Scott. Look what's happened.
It's gone crazy within the first 5 minutes. So
it's just like, I feel like I need one of them emojis that blows your mind things. I need one of them. I need like an emoji that's blowing my mind.
While you're trying to get your head around that, Andy, I just want to throw my sense out there on this. So to me, if it was a sandwich, it would be called a sausage sandwich, not a hot dog, right? The reason it's called a hot dog is because it's in a different type of bun. So like it's not two slices, it's a bun, and you cut down in the middle and put your hot dog and put your sausage in it. That makes it a hot dog. If you put it between two pieces of bread, that makes it a sausage sandwich.
So what happens if you remove the sausage and you put in 2 slices of ham, some lettuce and some tomato? Then what is it?
It's then called a bloomer.
No, because a bloomer is the bread type, isn't it? That's
the sort of thing, isn't it? It's in that. It's more of a bloomer than it is a sandwich.
Right? Have we got anyone here that works at Greg's? Because they'll be the experts, right? We need a Greg. Does anybody here work at or have any contacts at Greg's that they could get on this show in the next 40 minutes? We need a sandwich expert. Isn't a roll round? RWS is saying it's a ham roll. I don't agree with that. I think a roll is the thing. You know, one of them. Like a burger bun. What's
the difference between a cob and a roll?
It's just
geography. It's the only difference. It's
geography.
Where you are.
RWS, if it's a roll, if it's not slices of bread, is it though? When does a baguette become an hot dog? Do you know what I mean? Where are we going with this? Where are we going?
This has become a mad scene here. Cob is crusty, but can't you get soft cobs?
You can get soft cobs because I have them sometimes because they're quite nice with a bit of bacon on. Yeah. Oh man, this is all getting a bit. We need somebody from Greg's in. We need somebody from Greg's or Subway. There's got to be Subway. Come on, get Subway on the phone. Get Subway on the phone. Let's have a chat with them.
We haven't got that sort of technology, mate. I'm a bit behind on all that. One thing I will say, I don't know if you know this, but Greg's
probably a roll. I
don't know if you know this, but Greg's, while we're on that subject, actually do donuts. Did you know that?
Yeah, they do. They do the Krispy Kreme type of donut. Isn't it that?
I don't know if you remember a couple of shows ago when I was amazed that someone said Greg's do donuts, and then I remembered 10 minutes later that I have one every day.
You do, yeah. Yeah, every day. That's right. Yeah, yes, I remember that. Yeah, that was a bit of a mind blow for you, wasn't it? You actually eat their donuts you didn't know they did.
A baguette is just a posh roll, says Face. Just for those guys, a roll, says RWS.
Just for those guys that are putting emojis and things at the end of their comments, we can't see the emojis. We're just getting little squares.
I'm getting the emojis.
Oh, yeah, I'm not getting the emojis. I'm just getting little squares.
So I've got one. Lou says, I'm hungry now, and she's got a laughing emoji next to it.
Happy days. Get yourself a cobwitch, Lou. Get yourself a cobwitch baguette.
I'm interested in this comment about a soft cob is a nudger. I've never heard of a nudger.
I think a cob. I get a crusty cob, but a crusty cob is standalone. That's just that's a particular type of cob, isn't it? A bap. What's a bap? Is that just geography as well?
I think so. I think a lot of it is down to a geographical location.
I feel like Judy's on tag. Good evening, Judy. Welcome to the show again for your minutes or whatever you're on for tonight. I know you're a busy lady. I feel like you may be the expert that we don't know. And I'm just thinking Judy may be the expert we don't realise we've got.
You put a lot of faith in Judy here. I hope she doesn't let you down.
She won't let me down. She's going to help us decide if Lee's question, which was earlier on, Judy, tonight's question of the night so far is from Lee Whitehouse. And the question is a hot dog a sandwich? No. There we go. Thank you. It's up on the screen for you. A bap is a seedy thing. RWS, oh my God, absolute scenes over bread. I can't cope with this level of debate on a Monday night. Do you know what? They ain't got a clue in America. They'd be debating this. They'd have protests, but they probably are in London. I bet that's what I'm talking about at the minute on Westminster Bridge. Shh. Bap is a soft cob. Okay, Jennifer, I'm going with that. Maybe BAP is a seedy thing. See, we've already got the contradictions. We've got the anti-cobber and we've got the anti-bapper. We've got them all going on here. Look, a BAP is a seedy thing. A BAP is a soft cob. I thought BAPs were boobs. You stick a slice of ham between them. Only telling me, Matt Calvin, this could break Brags the breakers. It could. Judy Morris, she's not the expert on bread.
No.
No.
How do you feel about it, Andy? Do you feel about
I'm a bit disappointed because I really felt that she may be the catalyst, the answer to all of these problems that we're now getting. And I noticed Lee's disappeared. Now he's throwing the egg grenade, isn't he? Hey?
That's what he did.
Huh?
Puts a little bomb in and walks out. I mean, I'm a little bit upset actually because I was debating over what sort of T-shirt to wear for tonight's reveal. And with Lee being on, it would have been the one would have been perfect, but I went for a different option.
Oh, shame.
But we'll find out in around about 5 minutes what that selection was tonight.
I'm assuming Lockie's replying to Rachel there, to RWS. Lucky. Lucky, eh? Happy days. Big bats, yeah. Blue Smith likes big bats. No there. Wow. Never felt... Yeah, well, what a start to the show. 15 minutes in, and we've actually already blasted. We've geographically killed bread.
Bread's like a bathroom tonight, isn't it?
We still haven't got an answer. Let's have a yes or no answer. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Yes or no? That's it. That's the poll for tonight. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Yes or no? Good evening, NMS. Hope thee is well.
So also, I have managed to get the picture up of my Yorkshires, but I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a downgrade on it all now. I feel like we've peaked too high for it.
I've got a pen, so I'm going to put no's, N, and yeses. So far, we have good evening, Craig. Hope you're well. 4. Lee went with a no. So we've got 4 no's, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a yes.
Yes.
From Penny. Face, just answer the question. Don't throw more grenades in the pot. Face is a no as well. So we've got 5 no's. I've done it like a tally chart, like I'm learning at school.
Do I get a vote on this? Can I go for a no?
Yeah, of course you do.
I felt like you said yes, but then you put the pen down and didn't mark down my...
No, I didn't. I haven't. I was actually moving some plectrums away from where they were because I'll lose them. What's the answer, Scott? What are you going with?
I'm going with no.
You're going with no.
Yeah.
So we've got 6 no's and a yes. NMS says, yeah, I got BAPs. Yes, thank you. Andy Leake had a wobble yesterday. Yeah, many people did. NMS, new day, new start, and all that malarkey. So what's the question? The question is from Lee Whitehouse. It's on the screen in front of you, NMS, I think. Evening both. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
That's my attempt of trying to highlight the question.
It was very good, Matt, as well. It was very good. Yeah. NMS has thrown, RWS has thrown one in that I think we've debated actually. Is a Jaffa cake a cake or a biscuit? And I think there's a financial thing about that, isn't there? Because if it's a cake, it gets VAT, and if it's a biscuit, it doesn't, or something like that, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a financial fact about is a cake, because if cakes have got VAT on, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, I might be talking rubbish here, but I think a cake has VAT on and a biscuit doesn't, or something, or the other way around, and that's why there's always been the argument: is a Jaffa cake a cake or a biscuit?
Well, I think we've had 2 more no's coming as well. One from Judy. She says no.
2 more no's.
Says no. It's a hot dog. It's a sausage in a finger roll.
It is a sausage in a finger roll. Happy days. We are getting there, aren't we? They sell giant beef Yorkshires in Iceland. Well, I think there's a great segue there.
So, yeah. Talking of great Yorkshires.
Let's see your Yorkshires.
There we go.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to rate those out of 10. Scott's Yorkshires. 6, 7, 8 lovely Yorkshires there from Scott.
What's your rating on those, Andy?
As a Yorkshire, I thought Yorkshire puddings were hollow in the middle, like my favourite, because I do homemade ones. Me and my auntie Bessie make them. She's a brilliant cook. She does roast potatoes and everything for me. Really nice lady. And she packages them and leaves them locally when she's travelling. But I always thought, yeah, I'd have put those down as rock cakes, to be honest. So out of 10, I'm going to give them a
Am I?
An
Okay.
8 because they look edible, but a 6 for design.
Okay. I mean, if you taste them, you'd say 10.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
Well, we've got some of our own here. Face has put a 2. Yeah, RWS, very similar to me. On the visuals, we're going a low score on the visuals. Face, wrong shape.
I mean, that's just the way they sort of come out. They were like when they rise. I think the ones that have had the hole in, they're designed properly. Where I'll just let them be Yorkshires. You know what I mean? I'll let Yorkshires be Yorkshires.
You just let them organic, can you? Judy's gone for 10 out of 10. Happy days.
There
Jenny's
we
gone
go.
for an 8. Face would say they were buns on with that. They look like rock cakes to me. And RWS says she could go higher on the taste if she got invited for a Sunday dinner. So happy days.
I'll be for that. Yeah, I'll send some invites out.
Yeah, chuck some invites out. She'll give you a taste test.
What we could do is when everyone's laid back out, is we could hire a little venue. I could cook Sunday dinner one week with me Yorkshires. Andy could do it next week, and then we get the same people in and get comments to see who they thought was the best.
Well, you say that, it'd basically be spag bowl with Yorkshire's puddings. So if we're going to do a community meal like the Women's Royal Voluntary Service or something in a town hall or village hall, it will be spag bowl from a jar with Yorkshire puddings. That'll be our concoction, possibly with a Neapolitan ice cream or Viennetta if I'm feeling a bit flush.
Or Viennetta. But I think the rule would have to be that you'd have to make everything yourself. You couldn't go buying Viennetta and taking credit for it.
No, well, I'd be honest with you because I think the Viennetta I could make it all myself except for the ice cream and the chocolate bit. The rest of it I could do myself. Yeah,
that's very talented of you.
Thank you. Cheers.
You extended that.
Yeah. Shape and volume is important in your Yorkshires. Face is saying.
All about taste. The taste would make up for it. You might look and go, a bit disappointed in the look. You taste them and you'd be like, it didn't matter how they look. These taste fantastic.
Yeah. To be fair, I had a lovely spag bowl yesterday, but it was homemade and all done fresh and that, not by me, but all done fresh. Jenny Ball, I can cook a good chicken dinner. So what happens if it's a bad chicken? Does it not get any dinner? Jennifer, I need to know, if it's a bad chicken, does it not get fed? Because you said you cook a good chicken dinner. How do you decipher whether the chicken's been good or bad?
There's a little scale you put it on and it tells you.
It does, like Willy Wonka.
Yeah, that's it. So they're good on the shoot if they're wrong.
Yeah. I'd love to know what the difference is between a good chicken and a bad chicken. I suppose the bad one wouldn't give a cluck, would it?
Hey. You were lining that one up, wasn't it?
I was. I've just set myself up for that. When it's not bleeding. Ooh. Here we go, Linda Woods. It's Linda's birthday today, Scott.
Wow.
I know she's 71.
21 was that?
Yeah, 21.
I think we need a little happy birthday song.
Hold on. We can probably do that. Let's do that.
You got a guitar, yeah?
Yeah, let's hold on. We can do that. Hold on.
Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Linda. Happy birthday to you. I think there was like delay issues then. It was.
Yeah, I think I did the tiger and I forgot the middle bit. So well done, Scott, for covering my hole there, so to speak.
Well, happy birthday anyway. I hope you're having a great birthday with us here on a Monday evening. So a bit of a birthday treat I think we need to do is reveal the T-shirt.
We will reveal the T-shirt. We reveal the T-shirt.
I do want to throw a disclaimer out there that this isn't a funny T-shirt this week because there's only so many funny slogans a man can have on his T-shirt. But there will be some more on the way shortly. But I've gone for a bit of an out there T-shirt anyway. So I'm ready if you're Andy.
Nice. Yeah. That's some chess. Nice.
There we go.
There we
A lot
go.
of
Look
those
at
moves,
that.
a lot of those moves I learned as my time at Spearmint Rhino.
That was when you were spinning. Or Peppermint Hippo was the one. It's the most expensive I could afford. What we got on the t-shirt then, Scott? What we got going on there?
So this is a tribute to the greatest superheroes of all time. These are the Avengers.
Am I on there? Because I am a hashtag lockdown hero. Am I on there?
You're up here somewhere.
Yeah.
In
okay. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. Hashtag lockdown hero, isn't it?
Isn't that you there?
Well, that's very strange you should say that because we've got Marvel characters on our wall in the classroom at school with all the teachers with their faces on a character, and the kids put me on the hook. So that's quite weird that you chose that one.
I can see that.
Thanks, mate.
But there's a lot of birthday love coming in during that for Linda. But there was a message from RWS as well, taking your sort of reign a bit here, Andy, with Marvelous.
Where's
a
that?
little play on the Marvel.
Yeah.
So I think she beat you to it there.
You did. Very clever, very clever.
I'm not sure Faces appreciating my dancing with the old ear. But Jennifer loved it. So
I think he appreciated your dancing. It was your t-shirt he's not impressed with. I think he's a bit of a one for the moves, his old face.
I mean, as long as my dancing was acceptable, I'm fine with that.
Mate, anything, a seated dance is always better than no dance at all. That's what I always say.
Exactly. But like I said, Jennifer loved it, so we're okay on that front. NMS says, I used to love FC UK's slogan shirt. Had over 20. Fave was fabulous. Cleavage under kit. Lol.
Yeah. I guess
fabulous cleavage under kit. Okay, I get it now. FC UK, fabulous cleavage under kit.
I see what she's done there.
Yeah.
See what she's done. Fantastic. You could have that, Scott. And me, to be fair.
Yeah.
Nice.
It took a while to sink in, to be fair, on that one. But I got there in the end.
Face thought it was One Direction, but it's not. And he does love the t-shirt. I was wrong.
There we go. So it was my dancing that he didn't love.
What it was your dancing he didn't love. Well, that was impressive, wouldn't it, to be fair? That's gone down quite well, Scott, considering it's not funny. Okay. And you embellished it with the dancing. I think that brought the audience back, the truth be known.
I think it did make up for the lack of a funny comment. But there are some more on the way. So stay tuned. And, come back next week. Don't be disappointed and think I'm not going to watch them next week because there's no funny comment. There will be a funny comment one next week.
Happy days. And we've got I think the final decision on the hot dogs is 8 people said no, it's not a sandwich, and 1 person said yes, it is. So that's what we got. Final adjudication for that is in from Len off Strictly Come Dancing. He's in.
The good old Len. 7.
I've got a reveal to do today as well. A review which I'll do shortly or sometime in the next half an hour. I've got that to do as well.
Okay. I mean, you've gave me a little bit of preview of what you're going to be doing, and I believe this is a fresh one as well. That you're not even attempted these yourself yet.
No, I haven't even attempted this review. I've opened the packaging, but I haven't tested the product. So it'll be a live testing session with my review of said product at some time in the next half an hour or so, or 20 minutes.
Okay, so before we go on to that,
Julie will be around next week, she's saying.
Fantastic, that's all I like. And it'll be worth it because you'll have a great t-shirt to see. But I've got something else that I want to discuss then.
Okay.
So Lee obviously threw us a great question, which is probably going to make my question now look a bit dull. But I'm going to go for it anyway. Let's just go for it.
Yeah.
So what we're going to ask is, what is the strangest name you have in your phone, and what's the story behind it? I mean, I've chose this because I think there will be some people in here
Strangest name you have in your like for somebody? Is that what you're saying? So
Yeah.
it's the strangest name as in your contacts list.
Yes, it could be their real name, and it could just be a strange one.
Or it could be somebody you've got in name.
Yeah, you put something in funny. Thinking you're hilarious, as I've probably done many times.
I'm really boring, so I haven't got anything like that.
No, I was trying to think. I don't think I've got any funny ones in my name anymore.
No, I'm pretty boring when it comes to stuff like that. I'm looking. I mean, well, I suppose it's not even strange, but I just put things like the guy that owns a house up the road. I've got his name and then the number of the house he lives at, he owns, because he rents it out. And then I've got an ex guy I used to work for. I've got his name with the company next to it. So that's the strangest things I've got.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a few like that where I've got like Dave Ariel or something like that. His name's not Ariel. He just looks at aerials.
Yeah, that's what I've got. That's about it, really. Those are the funniest things. It's not butt plugs and it's not plastic pants, folks. I'm a very straightforward guy, yeah. Straight down the middle. I don't do none of that stuff. Pedo Bill, Matt Calvin, Pedo Bill he's got. And who's Pigeon Face? Pigeon Face. Have you not got One-Eyed Paul? Is he not in your phone anymore after all these years? I don't suppose he is he really?
Is that the one? Oh, I thought. Sorry, I was getting mixed up with Eyeball Paul then from Kevin and Perry.
No, One-Eyed Paul was just that. He had one eye.
And let me guess, his name was Paul.
Glass-Eyed Paul. His name was because he had a glass eye. Sorry, we called him Glass-Eyed Paul, not One-Eyed Paul. Glass-Eyed Paul.
But his name was still Paul.
And his name was still Paul. And then we had Big Pants Warren, who wore big pants. So Big Pants Warren
was Warren.
And his name was Warren, and he wore big pants.
I'm getting good at this, aren't I?
You are getting very good. Yeah, there was Glass-Eyed Paul and Big Pants Warren, who wore big pants. And his mom used to ask him, when we used to go on the scooter rallies, his mom used to ask him loads of questions and make sure he got sandwiches and stuff to go on. Used to make us laugh.
Yeah, there's always that one, isn't there? The kid's dying away, and I'm going, make sure you eat your sandwiches as well. Make sure you eat the crusts.
Yeah. And he doesn't know, but his bike, I took his motorbike to a long distance rally in the back of one of my vans way many years ago. And I took 3 bikes in the back of my van because it was such a long way and none of them were reliable enough to go that far. Vespers and Lambrettas, they're not reliable to go to Skegness, it was. And we were in the back of a van and they fell over in the back of the van and all his mirrors broke. But he'd gone on ahead. So luckily we managed to get them all taped up and he never noticed. They're still damaged and he didn't notice, thankfully. He had that many mirrors on it. He never noticed that they were all twisted and bent because we just hid them amongst all these because they'd fallen over. So I was like, oh my God, he's going to go mental. RWS has got Duck. Whitby, that's right. It was Whitby because we went to see, we went to Heartbeat. We went to Heartbeat and have a look at the village. And the garage. Say again.
Aidensfield.
We went into Aidensfield, yeah. On a scooter ride. I went on the back on Faces. It took, like, wouldn't go up the hills because I was on the back of it. RWS has got Duck, which is my friend Susie because she walks like a duck.
That's a great way to put them in. Does she know that she's in this duck and the reasons why? Or do we keep that a secret? Because if she's watching, you might have realised by now.
Yeah, does Susie know she's called Duck RWS? NMS, that's a difficult one. I've only got initials. That's not strange, but my daughter has me in as Madge, as her off Benidorm, the cheeky little mare. Hun got me as Queen, but I got none, I'm afraid. Oh, you got Queen. So you're called a couple then. So you got Queen and Madge. That's happy days. Dave Plumbers. That's what Jennifer's got, obviously, because he's a plumber.
I reckon his name's Dave as well.
Probably. Yeah, you're good at this, aren't you?
It's a talent of mine, to be fair. Yeah.
It's a good game. Face used to have a spoon face in his phone. Okay. Happy days.
I want to know who that was and why did they get that name?
Yeah, good shout. So was it male, female, and why did they have that name?
Because to me, there's a good story behind that one. I've got Posh Spice. As in are you saying you've actually got Posh Spice's number in your phone? Or
probably has, to be fair. She knows people as RWS. She's a heroine.
What
What happened to heroines? What happened to them heroines? Anyway.
So
I haven't
also says,
and that. I've got no numbers in my phone. I'm such a sad, lonely old man. I'm not really. I just say that. I've got no numbers in my phone, hardly.
See, I've got too many in mine, but they're like people that are like had their numbers because I've never changed my number, and I always copy my stuff across. So someone I went to school with, I've still got their number from school. They've probably changed it like by now, but it's still in my phone.
I
never clear anything out.
I have a clear out every few months, and I just go through. Haven't heard from them. Haven't heard from them. Haven't heard from them. And you guarantee you delete the number, and then the next day you get a message, and you're like, "Who's that? Who's that?" I mean, hello, you deleted my number, and you have to go, "Yeah." I delete. I have to clear out every few months. I do. I take because you take numbers, don't you, to keep in touch or to discuss something specific, and then you don't hear from them again. I go, I don't need their number, do I? If I need them, I'll find them. That's what I do.
So we're the opposite. I'm a hoarder.
Oh, yeah. It's a cousin's fellow RWS course, yeah, because he thinks he's upper class.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's still all right, but I was slightly impressed, and I thought it was Posh Spice.
Uh-huh.
Or Posh Spice, should I say.
So it's face typing. So hold on. NMS has just put, yes, done that myself. Is she talking about sperm face? Or is she...
I think she was referring to deleting a number, then having them text.
Oh, yeah.
I do. Who they are.
Yeah. I sometimes do it like on a weekly basis and just go through. Do you know what? I haven't heard from them forever. They can go, and forever might just be a month. I'm not very tolerant.
Yeah. They haven't texted for 3 days.
Yeah. I'm like, I'll have to keep putting my kids back in. I've got numbers with names and can't remember who they are. Yes, I don't get to that point. When I get to the point of I can't be arsed, and I just delete. I just get rid of. If I haven't heard from them, I just don't keep them for the sake of it.
So I just like a bit of. You'll get a text message saying "Morning, Dad." Who's this?
Yeah. Or you get them like really detailed, don't you? And then they say something at the bottom, and you go, yeah. P.S. Who is this? And you've literally been talking to them 3 days before. It's like, shit. Yeah.
Sometimes I'm not sure. I drop little things into conversation, thinking like, well, if they answer it this way, it's them. If they don't, it's someone else.
Yes. Yeah. The old FBI trick of just asking the question that gives you the answer you need to know. Yeah. Before now, done that.
Just be like, how's the kids? And then just like, wait, they'll probably go like, yeah, John has been playing up this week, and you go, Johnny. Oh, I know it is now. Yeah.
You have to try and make it pertinent to the. You have to have a little bit of a guess, don't you, to try and make the question pertinent. So you have to try and have a think. I think it's them, so I'll ask that question. And because you've got to have a question that you can cover up if it's not them. Yeah,
what I do is I would say something like, how's Dave? And they'll be like, Dave who? And I think, it's not what I thought it was. So I reply again, sorry, sent it to the wrong person.
Yeah.
Or sorry, wrong chat. Pretend I was chatting to somebody else at the same time.
Yeah. I've answered Dave's question. Sorry, on your line. Yeah. Could be that. Yeah. Because normally they'll come back, Dave, it's Tony, and you're like, boom, got it. Got it. I mean,
sorry, Tony, that was meant for Dave.
Yeah, like somebody starts. I've met so many people as I've got older as well from school that sort of, all right, and then you're going, I know you, and I have not got a clue what your name is. Not got a clue.
See, what I used to get was a lot was because I worked at the college. When I used to be working downtown, like in the nightclubs and stuff, there's people, ex-students would come up to me and they'd go, "It's you, isn't it?" And I'd always go, "Yeah, it's me."
It is, because it is. Isn't it?
They go, but where do I know you from? And I'll be like, I don't know. And they'll be like, it's you. And I'm like, yeah, it's definitely me. Like, I'm definitely me.
I hate that when people say, where do I know you from? It's like, well, how am I supposed to know?
I knew the answer would be the college, but I just basically never wanted to say it. So I just go like, I don't know.
Yeah. My mum would say, you look like someone I know. And I was like, yeah, Mum, thanks for that.
I always make them a bit like, where do I know you from? It's like, I used to be a Playboy model.
I once rang home many, many years ago when I was still young enough to live at home, and my brother still lived at home as well. And I rang home. I think I'd been on a weekend away or something. But anyway, I rang home, and my brother, my only sibling, answered the phone, and I said, "Can I speak to Mom?" And my brother said, "Who is it?" Right. I'll never forget that as long as I stand on this beautiful planet. He said, "Who is it?" He's my only sibling. There's only me and him. Yeah.
The other day, so my mum just had an upgrade to Sky Q, and I phoned her up. Didn't even put a voice on. She answered. I was on the spot. Just thought I'm going to pretend to be like a guy from Sky, and just said, "Hello, Mrs. Jones. I'm calling from Sky. Just wondering if I can ask you a few questions about your recent installation." Didn't change my voice. She said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So I went on, started to ask her questions, like, "How do you feel the service went? How do you feel like the installation was? How was the person that came out? Can you give a 1 to 5?" This went on for about 10 minutes, and she did not realize it was me for the whole 10 minutes. Until I then said something about my brother, and I said, was Craig had his thing yet, whatever it was. And then she said, "Sorry, what did you say?" And then she put my brother on and said, "He's asking some weird questions." So yeah, for 10 minutes, she didn't recognise me. I didn't even put a voice on.
It's because you told her it was Sky, she was already switched on to it with Sky, regardless if he was asking the questions.
Or she just doesn't love me. It's one or the other.
I think that was the thing. Yeah, I think my brother, when he asked me who I was, when I'm the only one he's got, there was a bit of a, "Oh, are you trying to tell me something here?"
Yeah. It'd be weird if you're like, "Oh, it's your brother you've never met yet. It's Tony."
Yeah, we've done that, shouldn't I? NMS said she actually had a full-blown conversation with the wrong person, felt right to after, but they never said. Base interviewed somebody on the phone once, and it wasn't even for that company. It was the wrong number. Lou can't remember names. She's a year older now, Lou, so that's probably why her memory's gone already. 3 days into her next year.
So, Lou, that is why we put our names at the bottom of the screen for you as well.
Yeah. So it's there, look. NMS, my mother-in-law, bless her, used to call up the stairs shouting for deck, but went through all 3 kids before she got to deck. Yeah, you see that. Yeah.
So actually, Lee, who obviously started the big question earlier, one of my oldest friends, was also really well known for doing that sort of thing, where he'd go through every single one of our friends before he got to who he wanted to talk to. He'd say every single name, and then whoever he wanted to talk to would always be the last one he mentioned. And when there's about 10 people in there, it took a while to get around.
Yeah, I bet it did. Bless.
Yeah. So I say what though, Andy, I'm itching.
Oh yeah, do you want some cream?
Andy recommends.
Okay. Well, we don't have a theme tune for this, do we? Because we can't be asked, can we? To be fair, it's Monday night. Nobody could be bothered. We don't really.
I'll give you a bit of an introduction.
Go on, then.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday night on the You Matcha Chat Show, and it's time for Andy Recommends.
Very exciting. This week's recommend is a new one because I haven't even opened the actual product yet. It's 10 premium scented marker pens from Hobby World. These were bought to me as a Christmas gift, and as yet I haven't had the opportunity to use them or the need, really, to be honest. But these are scented felt tip pens. There we go, 10 premium scented markers, perfect for the home, the school, or the office, if that's your thing. They come in a lovely box, which has got a Perspex plastic cover, which you can see I've removed from there. On the back are the full description, 10 scented markers. Look at that as well. You can hold them in. Bullet tip, washable ink, assorted colours, and the warning, this is not a toy. They are to be used for crafts and arts only. The packaging materials are not toys. You should remove all tags and Kimbles, whatever a Kimble is. Can you Google that? What's a Kimble? Before presenting to a child. Colours may stain fabrics, and it is recommended that children wear overalls or old clothes while using these products. and any soft furnishings should be protected. So if you've got these for your kids, my recommendation is that maybe you throw some paint covers over all your furniture, put the kids in little jumpsuits or wrap them in cellophane, something like that. Not their faces, obviously, because that's very, very dangerous. And it says once you should keep the box and this information for future reference. And adult supervision is required at all times, it says. There's a batch number, and they are manufactured for, guess who, B&M of Dakota Drive, Liverpool, L24, 8RJ in the UK. They're made in China. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time these have seen air. So it's quite an important occasion. I had them for Christmas from my boss. So I'm going to try one to start with. And I feel like Willy Wonka. So I'm going to sort of lick the wall with these. They do bus shelters and bus seats. And I'm going to look. So the first one is chocolate. Now, this isn't going to make great telly. So hopefully it colours brown. Let's find a nice bit of paper. Let's get a plain piece of paper. So we get a standard. Here we go. Luckily, I have some plain paper. I ran out of plain paper, Scott, but luckily I got my mate to fax me a piece over, and I photocopied loads of it. So quite good, because I'd run out, and I always find just get someone to fax you a piece over, and you can photocopy it, and then you've always got plenty of paper at hand. So brown, let's go with brown. Chocolate, as you can see there, chocolate. And it's dry. It's very, very dry. But it does, to be fair, that smells like, it's not a great colour, but it does smell like the purple one out of, is that Quality Street? Is it the purple one? It smells like the chocolate on a purple Quality Street. That is just, no, I think all 10 RWS. I think that'd only be appropriate. You know, got time to kill, haven't we? And I know you're all interested. Blackberry. So the chocolate, it did smell like chocolate. Blackberry. Oh, a better shade of blackberry. So we've got a black colour there. It looks really good. Yes. It is how Rolf Harris started, face. It is. Do you know what that is yet? So it is, that does smell very blackberry-ish. The next one, I'm going to run through them really quick because RWS wants to see all 10. Hi, Scott. Hi, John Deakin. Good evening to you. Welcome to my review of the Hobby World 10 premium scented markers available at B&M. Mint, a blue mint. So I'm going to go with a blue mint here. Oh, it's a lovely blue. It's a lovely blue. Liking that blue there. Oh, and it is. Yes, it's an Airwaves chewing gum mint. I'm impressed so far. I highly recommend these if you've got kids that like to smell pens. This could be it. Watermelon. Not really sure what a watermelon smells like, but I'm going to go with it. It's pink. It's watermelon. It's a nice pink as well. It's a proper pink there. Yeah, can't really smell anything on that one. Not sure what a watermelon smells like, but that one doesn't appear to have a lot of smell. So B&M buyers, if you're watching this, get your Chinese manufacturers to drop the watermelon. Peach, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 5th one of the range. Peach, the lid's a bit loose, as you can see. May have dried up a bit. We can't be having that, can we? It has dried up. Don't like that thought, but hey-ho. But it does smell peachy. It does smell peachy. So out of the 5 so far, the only negative has been the watermelon. I'm pretty impressed with this. This isn't a bad purchase from B&M, the place where you buy stuff you didn't know you needed. Orange. Did you know that the colour came before the fruit? Orange. Fact. Data. Yes. Wow, that's a proper orange. Aid orange as well. Proper orange, aid orange. So the orange in the B&M 10 premium scented markers, perfect for home office or schools, is a classic. It's a classic. Apple. Always one that you find can be the weak link. An apple. Because you're looking at all the different variants. It's apple. Let's try it. It's a lovely green. Slightly thicker pen as well. Nice and nib. Lovely green. And I'm feeling it. I'm feeling an apple there. I am tasting quite a sweet apple there. Probably a Braeburn, something like that, I would imagine. Blue. The blue. Obviously. Veruca Salt's favourite. Blueberry. I feel like I should have some water to dip my nose in just to clear the palate. You know, like they do on these cookery programs. Blue. Nice shade of blue, that. And again, I'm not sure what a blueberry smells like. Not really getting a lot from that. So at the moment, I'm going to take the watermelon and the blueberry out of the packet and put them to the one end, because so far they're not living up to a reputation that's being hammered by the other colours. Yellow. What do we think that's going to be? Banana. Of course, it's banana. I can. As soon as I took the lid off of that one, yeah, that's all over it. Let's see what the colour's like. It's a bright yellow. It's a very fine tip on the yellow, but it's a very nice yellow. And that's as strong as they come. That is a proper banana flavoured smelling pen. Classic effing. And the final one of the 10. It's always the last one to pop. The cherry. There we go. The cherry. It's a red. Let's see what the colour's like before we smell the nib. Always got to smell the nib. It's a lovely red. It's a great selection of colours, by the way, folks. So forget the actual smell. The colours are sensational. So it's a red. It's a cherry. I'm going to pop it. And it's there. It's there. Yeah. I'm loving that. I have had a flow test today for COVID, so my nostrils are nice and clear by being swabbed. And I'm getting a lovely cherry flavour there. So highly recommend, because they're probably very cheap, from B&M. The 10 premium scented markers, perfect for home office or school. The only two I'm going to put a downer on, I'll probably send an angry email to the Chinese manufacturers, are blueberry and watermelon. But to be fair, that's not a bad deal. I would highly recommend those for people that have kids that sniff pens or just want some lovely colouring. There you go. Andy recommends.
Yeah, Neil Buchanan couldn't have done that better himself. There's
How about that?
Fantastic display, mate.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It was nice to put my feet up and watch such a professional in his field.
I feel like I could have been on QVC with them.
Yeah, I feel like you're doing right. Yes, I don't know. Maybe that's what you need to do.
Yeah. I think
QVC.
I could have sold them. I want to see some of the comments, so I'm scrolling back there, Scott. He'll be licking windows next. Right, RWS didn't want 10. Jennifer thinks it's funny. It's important, face. You've got to do the full. You cannot just pick out the random ones. You have to get a full feel of the products. And I feel that we all know that those are worth it. If you go to B&M, get yourself a pack.
I've already ordered some online.
He should have done it blind and guessed the smell. Well, to be fair, RWS, that's not a bad effort. I would say, out of guessing the smells, banana would have been obvious because that was really strong. Watermelon, mint would have been an obvious one. It was definitely an Airwaves mint. And the chocolate would have been 3 that I would have got. The others, not sure, because I'm not really over the smells, but the smells were definitely there. The apple was strong as well. But the watermelon and blueberry, there needs to be an angry worded email sent. I had a dry peach. RWS likes a nice nib. The students bought me those, Lou, to be fair. Well, the teacher bought them me. That's where they came from. Yeah, those got to be no tartan one. Linda Woods wants some now. Get yourself some, Linda. Get yourself some. I'm sure RWS will nip to B&M. Get your granddaughter to go and get you some from B&M. That's them. Take a snapshot, Linda. Get your phone up. Take a snapshot. 10 premium scented markers, perfect for homeschool or watermelon. There we go. Have a good one.
Sound like the little disclaimer at the end of all like the insurance things then.
Yeah. So I have to say that if you cannot afford these, your house may be subject to repossession, and you may not something own on it. Any signature you do make will be subject to guarantor, and please ask an adult before phoning the number. Smashed it, mate. Smashed it. Thank you.
But I mean, you've sold it to a lot of people. I'm seeing a lot. You know, Linda Woods says I want some now. Faye says I'm sold on them.
Jennifer Ball does work at B&M.
Jennifer Ball says she'll have to check if they're still in stock. I mean,
does that mean Jennifer works at B&M?
Think I think so, mate, but someone's getting commission, I think, from this, and that's probably going to be you.
I think it should be. I think I've done a smashing job there. If they sell 3 packs tomorrow, it's because of me.
That's right. And I'm going to make sure you write your strongly worded angry letter to the manufacturers, and I'll write one to B&M saying, Andy, the Kidderminster hero, the local hero he is, has yet again pulled this out the bag.
Well, yet again, saved your business, saved your profit margins.
The reason your multi-million-pound company is still running is all thanks to Andy Recommends.
Andy Recommends, yeah. I am Savers Girl. Did you act all pleased when you got them as a present? I didn't open them till Christmas Day, Face. I actually brought them home and opened them on Christmas Day. So it was very nice of... apparently, the teacher said as soon as she saw them, she thought of me. So I'm not really sure how that works. I obviously stink. And I'm not really sure what that's about.
Or maybe it's because you smell of like fruit, like bananas and stuff. And so I thought, bananas, that reminds me of Andy.
Well, to be fair, in our class, we've got a set of felt tip pens in a box. There's like about 100 felt tip pens, and they are stunning. And nobody knows where they came from. And I'm not really an artist or anything like that, but to colour with, they're like paintbrushes, but felt tips. And none of us know. Nobody knows where they came from. So I will buy a box of those for home for no reason because they're so nice to colour with. But nobody knows where they came from. So that's probably why.
It's just like Banksy left them there.
It is. B&M is a good shop. I bought a psychic pen. Oh, a physics pen. Was that a psychic pen? The knows you're going to write it?
I think it is a psychic pen, yeah.
Is it a physic pen? A physic pen, that says, isn't it? I should ask Gay Knowledge and contact stores to stock them immediately. You should ask him. You're a smelly pen, Andy Lee. Thanks very much. NMS, that's very kind of you. Mixed up.
Well, I was going to say, Andy, in your recommend, you asked what a Kimball was.
Yes,
it's slightly bent.
It's what?
It's when something's slightly bent.
So you've got to remove. What does it say? You've got to remove all tags and Kimballs.
Oh, maybe that's not saying it. A Kimball means to be bent.
K-I-M-B-L-E-S.
Okay.
So I'm guessing, is it something like that? Is it that thing? Come on, there's got to be somebody out there. I think Jenny said she's a Savers girl. What's a Kimball, Jenny? You're in retail. You should know this stuff. Shall be second nature to you. What's a Kimball in relation to removing things? Remove tags and Kimballs.
Okay. I think I've got it. So there's a Kimball gun, which looks like one of those things that removes the security tag off a product.
Yeah, no, there's no security tags. Okay, so that's that plastic thing or whatever. Okay.
Yeah. So I believe, a tagging gun, also known as a Kimball gun, is ideal for various applications, including plastic fasteners, price tags, tickets. So it's kind of anything that it looks like it could might attach something together as well, or a price tag on it. So anything that's really attached to the box would be classed as a Kimball.
So Face has confirmed your findings there, Scott.
Thank you, Face.
A Kimball is a security tag. NMS works in Tesco's, and she's not heard of it. Only a security thing. So that's what it's called, a security thing. So it's obviously a Kimball.
I think that's the technical name is a security thing, isn't it?
Every day's a school day. Amazing things we come up with on this day. Yes, it is. Jennifer's coming in with Savers, works at Savers. She's also telling us, yes, it is.
There we go. It's good to know that my internet findings are accurate.
I might go into Savers on Saturday, or when it's open. I bet it's not even. Oh, Savers might be open, hasn't it? I might, because it sells hair shampoo and things. I might go and just shake Jennifer and embarrass her. Jennifer, there's a Kimball on here.
Can you remove this Kimball for us?
Yes, Jennifer, can you remove this Kimball off me soap? Huh? Jennifer, these condoms have got Kimballs on. Yeah.
So if you were going for a soap, I'll ask you at the soap, not the condoms. What sort of soap would you go for?
Well, to be honest, Scott, I'm a bit of a Dove person when it's soap. Soap, physical bar soap. I have just bought some of that tar soap though, because it's supposed to be good for a bit of dry skin, which I suffer from occasionally. But yeah, no, it's I buy Dove. Dove is my go-to soap if it's a soap bar. What about yourself?
I'm more of a shower gel kind of guy.
I do buy it when it's an offer, but I'm a bit anti-plastic in that level. I don't need to buy something in plastic. Obviously, I'm not wholly can't not have plastic, but I have bought some recently, and I felt pretty bad about it. But it was so cheap, I did. But yeah, I went back to soap from shower gel very recently because I was conscious of the plastic.
I mean, you've just made me feel a bit guilty now. And every time I use shower gel, I'm ruining the planet.
I did buy some. I admit I'm not, I do try where I can. I recycle so much stuff. I don't put anything in the bin, I don't think, anymore. But yeah, that I bought it because it was really cheap. But I am a soap person now. Face uses turtle wax.
No one who's always shiny.
Yeah. Jen is telling us tea tree soap is good. I like tea tree stuff, yeah. Seaweed soap is lovely. Why did the lobster blush?
Because the seaweed.
Hey!
I'm with you on that one.
Coal tar, that's the soap. That's the soap I bought. I bought some coal tar soap. It's still in the wrapper. That's the one. I've got some of that as well to try. It's nice to go back to the soap. It's nice to go back. I quite like soap. It does make me feel like I'm doing a little bit, even if it's not everything.
It's every little bit counts, mate. Every little bit counts.
I do. It does.
And Iso bog paper.
Jenny, have you got tea tree soap? I'm not around tomorrow. Jenny, will be the weekend if I come in and embarrass you. But have you got any tea tree soap in stock? Because I'll come down and buy a bar and ask you to remove the Kimble.
Yeah, make sure there's no Kimble on it, mate.
Yeah, make sure there's no Kimble on it. I can't be having that because I can't use it if it's got a Kimble on it.
Well, the instructions tell you, don't they? Make sure all Kimbles are removed.
Yeah. I do remember my granddad had that. What was the soap that had the magnet in it? And you had a tile. They actually had a tile on the wall that had an arm. So there was a specific tile on the wall that had like an arm on it built into the tile that had a magnet on it, and then the soap had a magnetic block in it, and you clunked it to the bar. You
can still buy them, apparently.
Magnetic soap, is it Palmolive? Palmoral?
It might have been back then. I mean, now there's just quite a few different models of it, but
it had a magnet thing in it.
I've never seen that before. That's quite cool.
Yeah, my Imperial Leather. That's it. Imperial Leather did the magnet, and they had a tile that actually had the arm in it was actually part of the tile.
Yeah,
always remember it. Always remember it.
There's some cool designs there for them.
Yeah, and you used to clunk it. See, I used to see how small you could get it before the tile started ripping you a new one. Because you get so close to the magnet, and then you get the sharp corners. Ooh, you don't want that going on. I lost a magnet one night, and I walked past the fridge. I couldn't get off. Slammed into the fridge at 15 miles an hour.
I'm trying to think of like some sort of like cold joke or something, but my mind's not stretching to it.
No, mine was though. Soap on the rope. Jogged a memory. And was it Imperial Leather or was it Carbolic?
So, I mean, just to show Andy, this is the kind of contraptions they're coming up with now.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. No, that's similar. That's very similar, but it was built into the tile. I always remember it because it always amazed me. That's it. Never lost your soap there. The great thing about that was you could just like walk along it almost without taking it off. See if you could wash yourself without taking it off the arm.
Just rub your bum against it.
Yeah, it was quite right. It was quite good.
With it. Well, Andy, I don't know if you've noticed the time, but it does fly when we're having so much fun. But it has come to the end of the show.
Cheers, Jennifer.
So thank you everybody for joining us, and thanks to Andy Recommends for his pens, and don't forget they are available in B&M, and if you mention Andy's name at the till, he will get 10% commission.
10% of nothing you'll get. 10% of nothing off. Yeah, and thank you to Scott for his another amazing t-shirt.
I don't know, I feel like this week's probably been the weakest week for t-shirts.
Well, you know, mate, you can't peak every week unless you're me, and that's not very difficult. Yeah. It's no, mate. It's great. I like t-shirts. To be fair, I like those sort of t-shirts.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd go for an outrageous one instead. Of just
Absolutely,
just kind of out there. But yeah, well, thanks again for joining me, Andy. And
no problem, mate. And have a lovely evening, everybody that's communicated with us tonight, and everybody that's watched. And Linda, have a lovely birthday evening. And Lou and NMS and RWS and Face. John Deakin, Craig, blah, blah, Lee, Jenny.
Yeah. And have a great rest of the week, everyone. And don't forget that if you do ever want to chat, there's an awesome page called Awesome Together where you can go on, and there's a guy on there who's got this funny little beard and like shaving sort of hairstyle. And, you know, he'll put some quotes on there every so often, some words of wisdom. So check them out. And also don't forget there is the You Matter page as well. There's a lot of people on there ready to offer support. Thank you again for everyone for joining us. Thanks, Andy. And I'll see you next week.
See you all soon. Ta-ra.
Yeah. Bye-bye.